Hey everyone, I'm Melissa Martin and I'm coming to you with my friend Liz Court. We're in upstate New York and we are both gym owners and super excited to be partnering with Fastpitch to help you guys and your athletes get better performance, better recovery, and all around just better nutrition. And so I'm going to hand it over to my friend Liz just to say hi and get us kicked off.
Yeah, guys, I'm super excited to be here with you guys and spend about the next 30 minutes helping you understand better nutrition. I know that there's a lot of parents on the line that are wanting to help their athletes get the best results. And so that's what we've really connected with Denise on. And, we're going to help you understand a little bit about what proper nutrition can do for your athletes in terms of performance, recovery, and optimal performance. So our goal is really to help you understand a little bit about what AvoCare can bring to the table and see if there's some solutions here that can help your athletes. Just know that I was also a college athlete. I was a scholarship basketball player, but I did play ASA softball for years. I was a pitcher shortstop, so I can speak the softball language with you guys. But we now work with athletes. It's what we do as a business. We both have gyms, and I coach a lot of athletes with their strength and conditioning. So we're really excited to just share what's been a great solution for our athletes and really help Denise bring this to you guys. So hang tight while I actually get the slides up for tonight's presentation. We are athletes and coaches. We are not techies here. So let's get right into this, and I'm going to bring up some slides for you guys. Okay, great.
Awesome. So like I said, we're really excited to bring this partnership together. Obviously, you all know the value that Denise brings to the table at Fastpitch. She's a subject matter expert. She's been coaching for over 20 years. So you put your trust and faith in her. And Denise is partnering with AvoCare, and she's putting her trust and faith in us to bring sort of a missing component to the overall training programs for your athletes to get the best results possible. So I'm going to share just a little bit about me so you guys know who I am. My husband and I, we own a gym in upstate New York, and we've been involved with AvoCare for a little over 3.5 years. And, my husband was a Division II scholarship athlete. He played basketball, and he went on to coach at the Division II level for 8 years. So obviously, he knows the importance of competing at a high level. He knows the demands of what it means to be a student athlete. But he also knows from a coach's perspective how important it is to fuel your body properly and make sure that what type of products you're putting in your body are safe and tested. So, in our business, we work with a lot of parents, we work with a lot of athletes that are looking for that competitive advantage, and we're in the business of results. So those three components we're going to talk a lot about tonight, and you're going to hear some solutions from a nutrition standpoint, a fitness standpoint, and also a product standpoint. So I'm going to kick it over to Liz just to share a little bit about who she is and what she brings to the table as well.
Yeah, guys. So like I mentioned to you, I've been in your shoes if, for the athletes that are on the call tonight, but for the parents as well. My business is working with parents and helping athletes get results. And so I'm going to talk to you like an athlete. I'm going to talk to you like a coach, but I'm also a parent. So I understand, you're looking for optimal solutions to just get the best results. And so I also understand, wanting to kind of know about safety and science and efficacy behind products and nutrition. So we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight as well. But I can tell you guys, I'm performing better as an athlete now after 2 kids in my early 30s than I was, in college. I mean, I wish I knew about proper nutrition. I wish somebody had spoke to me about this. And I wish I knew the role that supplementation plays in terms of, endurance and energy and recovery and performance. And so, we've been including this for the past 3.5 years with our athletes that we work with now. And a lot of what we do is really help athletes get a competitive advantage. We talk about athletes, everybody trains, everyone trains hard and they're going to take pitching lessons, and whatnot. But the area that we can really help athletes excel and gain a competitive advantage with is focusing on the small things like nutrition and the role that supplementation plays. So tonight's not about us at all, but we felt it was important for you to understand, who we are, what we do, and how we can bring some value here to help you guys as well. So let me talk a little bit about what you're going to learn tonight or what you can expect from this training in the next 30 minutes. We are going to talk to you a little bit about how to put great food into your body and how that can help you perform better as an athlete. We're going to talk about the role supplements play. I mean, as parents, your head can spin. Your head can spin with the number of products out there and all the options and lack of information or people that can answer questions for you. And so we're going to talk about the role that supplements play. We're going to talk about why AvoCare, with all the options out there. Why do coaches and athletes choose AvoCare? Why does Major League Soccer partner with AvoCare? Why do professional and NFL athletes use the product? So we're going to talk to you guys about that. And essentially, why do gym owners and coaches like Melissa, myself, and Denise bring AdvoCare in for their athletes. What different products are out there that might be able to help your athletes with their goals, and you as well as moms and dads that have your own goals. And then we're just going to review with you. There's a really great program that we put together about 3.5 years ago. And it's a student athlete meal program that really talks to the athletes about, hey, when you're on the go, how important it is to not skip breakfast, how important it is to really have fuel in your body so that when you want to go to practice after school or want to go to a game, you have good nutrition in your system. So we're going to talk about the student athlete meal program that we've shared with Denise, and she's really excited to bring it to you guys. And just, hey, next steps. If there's something here for you, wonderful. We're going to help you take some next steps. All right. So, I always talk to my athletes, as a coach, and I talk to the parents and I say, listen, if you want your athlete to get to the next level, get a competitive advantage, whether that just means making the varsity team, that means going on and playing and getting a scholarship or playing at the college level and maybe playing pro, you've got to treat yourself like a pro athlete. And, one of the things that athletes do is they eat. You can't garbage and miss meals and expect to go out and perform and have energy and recover properly. So I always tell my athletes, you are what you eat, athlete. And this is an area that not many athletes focus on. And so if you do focus on it, you're going to be able to give yourself a really nice edge. So that's what we're here to help. All right, guys, so here's a little snapshot of the student athlete meal program that you're going to see that Denise is going to be able to get out to you guys. Page program. Like I said, if you're running out the door to school or whatever it is, if you're in high school or high school athlete, it's time to cut the cord. It's really time about the importance of nutrition. And so you're gonna hear something that they can actually make really quickly on the go. We're gonna talk to you about some of that stuff, but we're also gonna teach you as parents some solutions of how you can help your athlete make some quick, great solutions in the morning for breakfast. And so as the parent this, but also, I always say sit down with your athlete and really educate them. My mom and dad always say, hey, cut the cord. But if you want to be, a solid athlete, or you want your athlete to perform better, you've really got to educate them as well so that they have buy-in and they can start making some of these good habits here that you see in front of you. So the full program is going to be sent out to you. I wanted to give you a quick snapshot of some of the things that you're going to see. Hey, let me talk to you guys, like a coach. And the reality of where you guys are sitting now is you guys go to Planet Fastpitch and you work at the best training programs out there. Component of being an athlete you've got. But the area where so many athletes and coaches really, they just don't have solutions is the nutrition component. When I was at the college level, this is an area that I had no support, and I wish I did, because I could eat anything I wanted. And in fact, I had all access at the cafeteria to, pizza and mac and cheese and just, everything. And hey, I was playing so many hours as an athlete. I could really eat anything I wanted. And it never affected me from like a weight standpoint. But, it's talk about having good energy levels and, and feeling good and having, and being able to recover and stay hydrated. I mean, I wish that someone had really touched this nutrition side with me, and that understands the importance of this component in terms of getting you off to bring this to you guys. And supplements they're designed to just fill in nutritional gaps. Supplements can be wonderful in terms of, helping someone get fiber into their diet, helping someone get good fats in there, helping someone stay optimally hydrated, balance electrolytes, replace protein after a workout to help repair and start the recovery process with their muscles. I mean, there's lots of ways that supplements can help people with health and wellness, and specifically performance of athletics. So we're going to talk about, the 3 areas, but tonight, mostly the food and the supplemental component.
Yeah. And why would you, professionals, parents, want care? And so we have our own reputation to protect every single day that have genuine concerns about nutrition and supplements. There's a lot of things that they don't know. There's a lot of question marks. So when it comes to AdvoCare, there were a few things that really stood out to us and made us feel comfortable not only using the products for ourselves, but also sharing them with our clients and really protecting our brand and theirs as well. And so when we looked at the company, we saw a few things. First and foremost, informed choice. And you're going to learn a little bit more, but just real briefly, informed choice is a certification program that tests our products for over 250 banned substances. So right off the bat, you have that safety component checked off. Secondly, Advocare is approved by the Olympic Standards Committee. So again, like, huge credibility here. When you look at Olympic level athletes, they're the highest tested athletes that there are. So knowing that the Olympic Standard Committee is partnering and working side by side with a company like Advocare made us feel a lot more comfortable about our own brand and reputation. And then lastly, you're looking at some of the other sponsorships in bowl games. Advocare sponsors many college bowl games. We're NCAA approved. We work with NASCAR and Major League Soccer. So, that NCAA approval is huge, right? Because as parents, if your student athletes are starting to take products, it's a seamless transition for them into college, knowing that what they're already using is safe and tested, and they're not putting their scholarships at risk or their future reputation. So we all know reputation is everything, and those are some things that really helped us feel more comfortable aligning with the brand.
Yeah, and guys, this is an area that we really connected with Denise on strongly was, of all the product lines out there, why Advocare? And, guys, just understand, before Advocare, what I was doing was sending my athletes down the road to like a general nutrition center because I knew the value of getting these athletes in, good multivitamin, some good omega-3s, a protein, some electrolyte replenishment drinks. Like, I knew the value of this, but I didn't really have a brand that I believed in, that I even really knew who was formulating, what was in it, and who to ask questions. So, I love the idea of Advocare and the reputation and the credibility. I love the safety, but I love that I could really become proficient in this and get to know the products. 3.5 years later, there's really not too many people I can't help and too many athletes that I can't help. I'm always able to find some type of great solution here for them. So, that was an area that Denise was, had a lot of questions about, and she's built up this amazing reputation with Planet Fastpitch and put years and years and years of her credibility on the line. And so, we really talked a lot about that with Denise. And so, for a lot of those reasons that you're going to hear us talk about over the next couple slides here, were really strongly important to Denise and kind of bringing Advocare into Planet Fastpitch.
Okay, just to kind of further along that, if you had never heard the Advocare name before tonight, or if maybe you have seen Advocare a little bit here or there, you have someone that's used it. What's exciting for us from a brand recognition standpoint is that Advocare is working very diligently from a marketing perspective to become a positively recognized household name. So a lot of that includes advertising on some of the major networks that you see here: ESPN, the Food Network, HGTV, channels that we see every single day. And to be able to see our logo on the sidelines of Major League Soccer, to see professional athletes using the products, but also to see what the company is doing for us from a brand recognition standpoint, it's just huge. And again, it's from our little tiny fitness facility in upstate New York to see that Advocare logo, on ESPN makes us proud. And again, it's all about reputation and knowing that we're partnering with a company that is pristine in the nutrition industry.
And yeah, guys, I can tell you, when I see Advocare on the sidelines of Major League Soccer, I get fired up as an athlete and a coach now. Anytime I see an athlete using these products, or I see the brand of product that we use and share with our clients, from a business perspective, that fires me up to the core. And so, just so you guys know, Advocare is the official sports nutrition partner for Major League Soccer. Anytime you turn on a Major League Soccer game, you'll see Advocare's logo on the field, on the player's jersey. And then what you're seeing down below is what's called Advocare's OTG, which we're going to talk about what that product is, but that's our on-the-go electrolyte replenishment drink called Rehydrate, which is now in the water bottles for all the Major League Soccer players, what they're using to drink and stay hydrated. And so just awesome credibility, but as athletes, this stuff really gets us jazzed up.
Okay, so who formulates the products? Are they safe? Are they tested? These are all questions that I had personally as a consumer, never having used supplements before, really unfamiliar with the supplement industry. And especially for my husband, being a college athlete, being a college coach, knowing the science and knowing who was formulating the products was super important to us. So this, to me, was huge when I did my research on the company, seeing the credibility behind these doctors, seeing the years of research and time they've put into their careers and the studies that they've, contributed to the medical community just blew me away. And I would encourage every single one of you to do some research, look at these different doctors and their backgrounds. And I'll just point one out specifically. His name is Stanley Dudrick, and Stanley Dudrick is the pioneer of intravenous feeding and intravenous nutrition. So being able to feed and nourish the body by vein. And what a huge, huge contribution. You think about, you know, babies that are born Dudrick, and I think, why would he want to align himself with a company like AdvoCare? He doesn't need the credibility on his resume. He doesn't need the notoriety. It's quite the other way around. So if he's going to put his reputation next to an organization like AdvoCare, he's obviously done his research, he's vetted it out, and also he believes in his peers. You know, the other individuals that are on this board with him are people that he would want to align himself with. So I look at that, and you know, a lot of times as fitness professionals and gym owners, we get a lot of questions about ingredients. We get a lot of questions about safety. And the reality is this: I'm not a registered dietitian, I'm not a doctor or a kinesiologist, nor do I have the desire to be, but knowing that I have these individuals in my back pocket formulating the products makes me feel a lot more comfortable. I let them do what they do best, and we do what we do best, which is, you know, coach athletes.
And guys, what's super cool about this too is, you know, we feel like, again, it's a partnership with AdvoCare that we have here. And we've had some of these professionals actually come out to our gym. I mean, Dr. Redmond came out and did a women's wellness day with us and talked about, you know, nutrition for women and products that could really help our health and our wellness. And so, you know, it's this awesome partnership that if we have clients that we have questions and, you know, concerns, we can run things by these medical professionals, which I absolutely love, because before AdvoCare, I didn't have that support when I would recommend, you know, a certain brand to a parent or an athlete. So just a great component to these products and really helping you guys understand why we choose AdvoCare.
Okay, so informed choice certification, this was something that was so important for us when we did our research, because the reality is, in the supplement industry, there's some really great companies and there's some not so great companies. And at the end of the day, it's our responsibility as consumers, as parents, as coaches and athletes to do our research and know the safety behind the products that we're putting in our bodies and that we're putting in our athletes' bodies. So Informed Choice is a third-party company that specializes in anti-doping policies, or basically they're specializing in testing for banned substances, and they follow the same standard as the U.S. Olympic Committee. So there's over 250 banned substances that AdvoCare or that Informed Choice tests our products for, which makes our products safe at the Olympic level, the professional level, the NCAA level. And it's this green check mark that just provides that extra layer of insurance for us as fitness professionals to bring to you guys as our clients.
And what's cool about this for the parents on the line is just to understand that you can go onto advocare.com and you can actually check out each individual product and really look for this green check mark to see, you know, what products have this extra layer of credibility behind it. And this is a big reason that you're going to see a lot of pro athletes using AdvoCare and using it to date in competition, is because, you know, the products are formulated without any banned substances, but this green check mark just gives it that extra layer of credibility and kind of peace of mind for these athletes, knowing that they're putting great product in their body, they're getting results, but it's not anything that's going to jeopardize their career as well.
Okay, so that brings us to some of the professional athletes and endorsers that put their trust and align themselves, again, similar to our medical professionals, that align themselves with AdvoCare. So Monica Abbott, some of you may recognize her name. She's the world champion pitcher. You know, why does she choose to be a product endorser for AdvoCare? You know, our endorsers here are non-cash compensated. They're given a product allowance. So think of it something like, you know, Monica, she can get free products from anywhere. Why does she choose to endorse AdvoCare? There's no sort of financial gain for her. Well, the reason she chooses to do that is because she knows the products are safe. She knows that they're going to work. They're going to give her the, you know, competitive advantage that she's looking for. But more importantly, she knows that putting AdvoCare products in her body is not going to damage her reputation going forward. And that's so super important. Reputation is everything. So again, as coaches, as athletes, as product consumers ourselves, we looked at this and said, okay, if Rich Froning is using product, if Jason Witten is putting his reputation behind the company, Trevor Bain, Monica Abbott, these are premier athletes in their fields of sport. If they're aligning themselves with AdvoCare and the products are good enough for them, then they're good enough for me. Okay, so we're going to dive down into some of the different product solutions that we have. And, you know, AdvoCare has over 75 products. And obviously, there's just not enough time for us tonight to go into every single product. But just know that no matter where you are in life, if you're an athlete, if you're a baby boomer or somewhere in between and you're looking for a solution from a health and wellness perspective, we can match your needs to a solution here. It's all about just having that conversation with you. And that's really the extra level of coaching and trust that, Denise can bring to the table. And Avocare has 4 main product lines. Our wellness line is really just for optimal health and wellness, core digestion, stress management, things of that nature. Our active line is great for people that have solutions for on the go. You're running to and here, you need a quick snack, you need some extra energy. Our trim line is really geared towards weight management solutions. So appetite suppressants, metabolism boosters, say that one 5 times fast, things along that line. And then lastly, our performance elite line, which is really geared towards the athlete or the person that puts a lot of stress on their body. So pre-workout, intra-workout, post-workout, and recovery products. We're going to highlight some key products tonight specifically for athletes, but if you fall into any one of these categories, please feel free to reach back to Denise and we can have a one-on-one conversation about your specific needs and what we can do to match a solution here.
And I always joke and I tell people there really aren't too many people I can't help with Avocare. I can usually find something that was superior to what you guys had been doing prior to having a conversation. So, all right, so let's just dive right into some of these performance products here. Melissa, I'll let you share a little bit on Rehydrate.
Yeah, so Rehydrate is probably our most popular product. Working with young athletes every single day, as a parent, they're constantly running around to and from. They have soccer games and baseball practice, softball practice in the summertime, and they're sweating a lot. And so water is definitely the first place that you want to start from a hydration standpoint, but we lose a lot more than just water when we sweat. So those essential electrolytes, the sodium, potassium, amino acids are all really, really important to refuel. And that's exactly where Avocare's Rehydrate beverage comes into play. So this is a product that is indicated from ages 4 and up. So ideal for the athlete, if you're like me, I just don't drink a ton of water when you get sick and you need extra vitamins in your body. So there's many different ways that you can use Rehydrate. But the most important thing here is the fact that it's balanced with electrolytes, it's low in sugar, it's packed full of amino acids, and it's going to give your body the carbohydrates that you need for sustained energy.
Yeah, and a lot of parents will ask us, what's the difference between Rehydrate and maybe what their athlete was drinking prior, some of the more popular electrolyte drinks on the market. Guys, the difference really is the 1-to-1 ratio of sodium, potassium, but also the really low sugar levels here. Traditional electrolyte drinks on the market have high sugar content. So be conscious of that, take a look at that. And that's usually a big reason that people gravitate towards Rehydrate. This is that product that we talked about that Major League Soccer is drinking and has on the sidelines and in the water bottles for their athletes as well.
Okay, and so here's OTG, or on the go. So this is exactly what Liz was just talking about. This is what you're seeing on the sidelines of Major League Soccer. This is already ready to drink. So same formulation as the powder version, just grab and go. 3 different flavors separate from what you would get in the pouches, and just another option for you if you're looking for a Rehydrate product but you don't want to mix it with water. It's ready to go for you. And then lastly, along those same lines is our Rehydrate gel pack. So again, packed full of electrolytes, it has carbohydrates. It actually tastes like lemon meringue pie, which is amazing. And it's just portable. So you can toss it in your gym bag. You can throw it in your backpack. If you're going out for a hike or you don't want to be running to the bathroom every 5 seconds, the Rehydrate gels is portable and convenient, easy to get into your body and fast to digest.
Yeah, and guys, a way that a lot of athletes use this, I mean, some of the parents on the line, I know that athletics run in the family, and you guys might be runners or cyclists. I mean, I usually throw a Rehydrate gel, on the side of my pants and like tuck it in there. And then I have it when I'm running a couple miles and I need some quick, fast-acting carbohydrates and energy. And electrolytes. And so there's multiple ways that you can have this. You can take it with you. It's small, it's portable, like Melissa said. But then from an athlete perspective, when going back and forth between school and classes and practice and games, maybe on the bus, just looking for something quick, fast acting, absorbable carbohydrates and energy. This little gel pack is really awesome and really has a lot of great uses that you can really throw in your bag, take to school, in between practices, games, etc.
Okay, so Catalyst is probably one of my absolute favorite products. Its age indication is 12 and up, and I personally use it every single day. Catalyst helps to maintain lean muscle mass during exercise, but more importantly, it helps to support post-exercise muscle and repair. So the fundamental behind the product, it's a branched chain amino acid. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein. protein is the building block of muscle. So, as an athlete, you're putting in tons of hours in the weight room, you're focusing on practice, you're building lean muscle, and, recovery is super, super important. And that's exactly where Catalyst comes in, because what you don't want to have happen is your body pull protein as an energy source out of your lean tissue. So Catalyst acts as a shield to your muscle. It helps to support muscle recovery and muscle growth. Meal replacement shake. So I've always been a huge believer in food first. And, Liz is going to talk a little bit more about the nutrition component. You have the meal plan that you're going to get through Denise. So obviously we always preach food first, but the reality is 95% of the time we're running around like crazy. We don't have time to stop and eat. And, student athletes don't always think about where their next meal is going to come from. So the meal replacement shake is a really great solution for on the go. It's a 1-to-1 ratio of carbs to protein, which is super important. That's a balanced meal. And it has about 210 to 220 calories. So it's great for optimal nutrition. You can toss it in a gym bag. You can toss it in the back of your car. It's always better to be prepared than not. Great as a post-workout product as well, or just on the go.
Yeah. And, a way that we really place these for athletes, whether it's, college level or different levels is, hey, if breakfast is a busy time and normally you're skipping it, I mean, it's just essential that you get some good nutrition into your system early in the day. And so have it at breakfast. If it's, hey, in between classes and a busy schedule, you don't have time to eat, or, maybe all your cafeteria serves is chicken nuggets and mozzarella sticks. I mean, let's be real, that's not great nutrition. And that's not going to help you get the energy and the performance that you're looking for as an athlete. So I always tell the parents, grab your athlete a shaker cup. You can get shaker cups anywhere. And fold up a meal replacement shake packet and put it in there for them. And then just throw it in their book bag, throw it in their gym bag. And then all they need is water to have a great solution for good nutrition. So sometimes the athletes will come from class and have to go right to practice or get on the bus and go to a game. And it's important that they have a snack or a meal in their belly, but they don't want to actually eat a full meal because they feel like when they get on the field, they're going to get sick or nauseous if they have a big meal in their belly. So this has been a great solution for athletes that are, on the go looking for something. And then a lot of times on the bus ride home from games, you guys will stop at McDonald's and, get something there. I mean, guys, listen, there's so many ways that we can help you have better solutions here. And it's really just kind of taking hold of that and wanting to perform better, but having these solutions kind of at your fingertips so that you don't have to make not great solution choices on the go.
Okay, so the bars. This is, again, kind of to further what Liz was just saying, quick, convenient, on the go. You don't have to stop and sit down and eat a meal. So every single one of these bars is approved at ages 4 and up. The DB9 bar is an informed choice tested product, and each one offers something a little bit different. The DB9 bar and the raw bar are all plant-based products. So if you have any sort of sensitivities to dairy, those would be a great solution for you. The apple cinnamon bar is great at breakfast time. You can pop it in the microwave if you want, or just have it on the go. And then you have the Advo meal bar and the Advo snack bars. So again, like if you don't want a full meal in your stomach, or you're not sure what your day is going to hold, just toss them in your bag. It's better to be prepared than not have anything at all. And I can tell you the Advo meal bar and the Advo snack bars taste just like you're eating a chocolate candy bar, which you're obviously not. So again, if you have a sweet tooth, it's a better solution than reaching for a candy bar.
You bet. And the way that we work these into the AdvoCare meal program that you'll see from Denise is that, hey, it's really important that, as parents, but also, athletes, that you're eating every 2 to 3 hours. So, we find in the athletes that they're going with big gaps in their nutrition windows. They're eating maybe something at breakfast and then they're not eating again till like 1 o'clock. And that's not ideal for them to have good energy and performance when they have to, go to a practice or game after school. So, we really encourage people to, grab a couple boxes of the bars and throw them in backpacks and gym bags. And so that you always have access to, great nutrition, and there's really no excuses to not have anything in your body.
Okay, so V16 is one of my favorite products. I personally am sensitive to caffeine, and so my first sort of introduction to AdvoCare, I was a little bit nervous about some of the other products that we have from an energy standpoint. So V16 is a caffeine-free source of energy. It has tons of vitamins and nutrients in it, but it also helps your body adapt to stress. And that's super important when it comes to athletes, because you face that stress reaction when you're working out. Your body's being tested to different limits, and you're under different types of stress than most people are used to. So V16 is a really great product that can give that afternoon boost of energy. It might be before a practice or before a long game, and you don't want to be, consuming a ton of caffeine, or if it's later in the afternoon. The V16 is safe at ages 12 and up, and it does have like a little bit of an effervescence to it. So if you have athletes that like to drink soda, or they like that effervescent sort of consistency, V16 is a great option for them. Okay, VO2 Prime is really considered a Performance Elite product. It is a pre-workout bar. It is safe at ages 12 and up, and I like to consider it a crossover bar. You don't just have to use it for working out. It can be a great snack bar as well. But what's so essential about VO2 Prime is that it's made with beetroot, and beetroot is something that's going to help the body increase nitric oxide production, which essentially helps to increase oxygen delivery to working muscles. So you think about, if you're going to be running bases and doing drills and, performing at a high level, you want that blood and oxygen flow to your body so that you don't cramp up, so that you can have more stamina. And that's exactly what VO2 Prime provides. It's also really great as a quick snack solution. Like Liz was saying earlier, if you're getting ready to go to a practice, or you're going for a hike, or, you're going for a bike ride, or you're doing spin in the morning, and you don't want like a heavy meal in your stomach, but you need that extra boost of energy, that's exactly what VO2 Prime can provide.
Yeah, guys, this is probably one of my favorite bars. I love that it gives me a little bit of substance in my belly before I go work out and train. And, I get some calories in, I get some protein in, I get some carbohydrates in, but I love the added benefit of performance. So I have this in the athletes meal program, that really when they're going from, maybe classes in school to like a practice, and they don't have time to eat and they don't want something in their belly, this is a great product because it gives them a little substance, some energy, but it also has the added beetroot extract in there, which really does help their VO2 max threshold and performance with some just better endurance. So take a good look at that product. It's one of my favorite products, and it tastes awesome too.
Okay, these last two products can sometimes be used together, or you can interchange them. Muscle Gain, and the next one is post-workout recovery. So Muscle Gain is just our regular whey protein. It's a blended protein, 25 grams of easily digestible protein per serving. There's a million different ways that you can use Muscle Gain. It's really great as a post-workout if, maybe it was just a light workout, you didn't put a lot of stress on your body. It's really a great way to get extra protein into your diet. Me personally, I love to just add a scoop or two to my oatmeal in the morning, and it's like having chocolate oatmeal. Or sometimes at night, I'll have a sweet tooth and I'll make it into a pudding consistency. You can make ice cream out of it. You can make shakes out of it. You can bake with it. So a lot of benefits here, not just for the athlete from a performance standpoint, but as a really great solution in the household for the entire family. And I love that it's easily digestible. You don't get a protein belly. It doesn't sit heavily in your body. And it's blended because there are different types of proteins that do different things. So this is really an all-in-one solution. It's safe from ages 12 and up, and it comes in chocolate and vanilla flavors.
And I always tell my athletes, it's ideal if they eat well, because then they can get some good protein into their system. But the reality is athletes don't eat well. So the goal is, hey, follow the nutrition program. But, there's a real need for athletes who play sports and train hard to supplement with a protein. And so, like Melissa said, if they just have, maybe let's just say pitching lessons, or they do some batting practice, this is a go-to product. It helps start the repair process for their muscles, replenish that protein into the muscles so that they, aren't as sore and they can get back up tomorrow and go work out hard. But then we'll transition you into the next one that Melissa was talking about, which is called post-workout recovery. The difference here with post-workout recovery versus Muscle Gain, this is another product that you would take after a workout. And I always tell my parents and my athletes that this product would be taken more when you've got a little bit more intense workout. So maybe it's an ASA softball weekend, you've played 3 or 4 games in a day. This would be a product that you'd want to have on hand and drink after a game or in between 2 games. Or let's just say you're in the weight room. If you guys are high school athletes or college athletes, you guys should all be in the weight room at least 1 or 2 times a week. I'm sure Denise has got you building some strength. But, the reality is if you have a pretty intense workout, we need carbohydrates in your system after you work out. We also need protein. And so that's the biggest difference here is post-workout recovery has a 2-to-1 ratio of carbohydrates to protein. And those carbohydrates, what they do is they help bring back the glycogen storage that you just depleted in your muscles when you worked out intensely. And that's important. It starts a recovery process. It's going to help minimize muscle soreness. And then you're also getting protein in there. that's going to shuttle protein and amino acids to start building and repairing that lean muscle mass. So guys, think about this. I mean, as parents, I talk to my athletes like, like they want to play at the next level, like they want to be pro athletes or get a scholarship. And I say to them, listen, if you're working out hard, you don't want to lose an opportunity to replenish and repair and recover, because if you can't get back out on the field tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day, and either train hard or play in a game because you're sore and you're fatigued or you're injured, I mean, you're really kind of useless to your team and yourself. So I really help athletes understand how important, taking care of their body through proper nutrition, but what some of these, products and supplements can do to help facilitate that process for them in areas of opportunity for them.
Yeah, and so the last thing I'll just say on post-workout recovery, also safe from ages 12 and up. And all of the products that we just reviewed, Denise has on hand at Planet Fastpitch. So if you want to sample something out or you want to pick it up, you can see her right at her facility. Liz is going to walk through some of the next steps for you in terms of how to order and where to go for here. But just know that everything we talked about tonight, Denise has on hand at her facility.
Yeah, you got it. And guys, this is another product that, you get a jug and you throw a scoop in a shaker cup for, your athlete. It's easy, it's portable, it's on the go. All right, so it's important for you guys to know that, we've worked with a ton of athletes. We coach big teams of women, and I took this team down to Tampa, Florida, and, we broke world records. We had tons of athletes place in the top 10. I mean, as a mama too, I'm competing and loving life even more as an athlete. But, I've got two little boys at home that are 4 and 6. And, I understand as a parent, you want the best for your athletes and your kids. And so, I'm with you guys, and we have a lot of experience. So we're here to kind of be a liaison and help. If there's things that we can do here for your athletes, you let us know. Now, I'm going to speak directly to you guys as parents now, a minute for your own goals. We're not going to jump too much into this, but just know we work with a lot of the parents of these athletes. Denise has the ability to help you guys with your own goals here as well. If you are looking as a parent to, maybe lose some weight, get back on track with your own healthy nutrition patterns, better energy levels, or just maybe you're an athlete yourself. Maybe you do marathons, you go to the gym, maybe you cycle, whatever it may be. If you're looking for performance, energy, weight loss, we start most of our parents on what's called a 24-day challenge. And it's really going to teach you how to eat properly, teach you how to grocery shop. It comes with an awesome meal plan. It comes with a great grocery shopping list, an awesome recipe book. These are all things that Denise has access to now. And then some different products, different products that'll help you get fiber into your system, omegas, a good multivitamin, Spark. Spark is one of my favorite products. It's indicated for ages 18 and older, but I used to drink 3 cups of coffee. I actually grew up in Somerset, Mass. So there was, a Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks in every corner. I'm now in New York. I'm still a Pats fan and a Red Sox fan. I haven't converted yet, but I digress. Spark is my favorite product. I've got 2 little busy boys. They're 4 and 6 years old. They keep me running around, but I have 2 Sparks every day. I don't drink a lot of coffee anymore. I drink a Spark in the morning. I drink a Spark in the afternoon, and it's loaded with vitamins and amino acids and B6 and B12, and it has the same amount of caffeine as a cup of coffee. So, this is just a different program that we would help you with your own nutritional goals. So this is something that, talk to Denise. We can jump on a phone call with you to talk more about your specific goals here and see if this challenge would be a fit for you. But it's really a great program, and we work with a lot of the parents of athletes on this specific 24-day challenge. All right. So in wrapping up, guys, last 2 slides here. It's important for you to understand that you can engage with AdvoCare at a number of different levels, and it's really your choice. And what I loved from a coaching perspective was that, before AdvoCare, I really couldn't help my athletes or the parents get discounts on products, but with AdvoCare, I could. The first choice, guys, is if you want to just get product here, you can get it from any distributor of the products, which in this case is Denise and Planet Fastpitch. Just understand how this company works. This company, the products are only brought to market through what's called direct distribution. So Denise, loved the company, loved the nutrition support and everything that came with this and behind it. And she decided to become a direct distributor of the products. So you can get the products from her right at Planet Fastpitch. You can buy them off the shelves there, or she can send you an email with a link. Actually, her Planet Fastpitch website now, you can just go right there. You can buy the products full retail. That's number 1. Number 2, hey, I love the ability to say to my customers, I can show you how to get a 20 to 40% discount on products. I couldn't give them discounts when I sent them down the road to like a general nutrition center. So for my athletes that want to get a discount, what happens is the parents would go online, which, Denise to show you how to do this. You go online and you pay $79. And what happens is now you get your own AdvoCare website. And that website gives you a 20% discount to start for an entire year. There's no monthly fees. There's no auto drop ships. And you also get 3 boxes of that Spark that I was just telling you about sent out as like a welcome gift. So now you can order your product for you, your athletes. You know, a lot of families get on board with products, and you get 20% off for the entire year. If you love your website and your discount, then just renew it at the end of the year for $50. If you don't, just let it go. So I'd say about 75% of my parents and families and you know, parents of athletes do that option. If you decide that you want, we have and Denise has, you can get yourself up to what's called the advisor level. The advisor level is typically for people that might want to share the products and build a business like we do. Not everyone of my clients want to build a business like we do, but they do want that 40% discount. So we have a lot of families that the entire house, they decide to just get themselves up to that 40% level. So we can teach you how to do that. It's not difficult to do. We can show you that. So really you get to choose. I always joke and I say there's nothing here for you. With AvoCare, that's all good. We're just here to count goals as well as our clients' goals. So what I just want to leave you guys with is this. You know, as parents of athletes, we're always looking for ways to help our athlete of advantage. And it's focusing on some of the things that most athletes traditionally don't do. And it's the small things like nutrition. A Fastpitch from a training perspective, and then you plug in and have your nutrition program that Denise is going to get you, which again, there's no charge for that program. I just want to let you guys know this is a resource that, you know, we're handing down to Denise for you guys. There's no charge for that, just based on whatever your athlete's goals are, your goals are. That's a winning success formula and a winning combination, and you really can't get better than that. And so if you guys want to take next steps, you can go to fuelforfastpitch.com, and that is where you can purchase the products. You can grab any of the products full retail like I just talked about, but you're also going to see a link or a tab at the top, okay, that's going to say become a distributor. So that is the wholesale option. If you guys as parents decide that, all right, you want to get your athletes some product, you yourself might want to get encourage you to do that option. It's a become a distributor tab on fuelforfastpitch.com, and that's going to set you guys up with your own AvoCare web. You can order your products and you can get that 20% discount and those 3 free boxes of Spark, and you have that website for a year. It doesn't mean or build a business. It's simply going to give you access to these products at wholesale prices for an entire year. If you do have specific questions, then email Denise. Her email's on the bottom, but you guys all know how to get a hold of her. We are here to help. We are one big team. We're, you know, partnering up with Fastpitch. So essentially, anything that she can't answer for you, she's going to get you on a phone call with one of us. So now that you know, we're excited to be part of her Planet Fastpitch family and just be liaisons here to help get the best results. So you're in great hands with Denise, and we look forward to hearing how you're hoping to get down to Planet Fastpitch and actually meet everybody live and do another follow-up training on nutrition. So guys, and good